try and do this format because I look like a flea with the bubonic plague on a waterlogged rat right now. So we're going to try this, but I did want to react to the "Wasn't this supposed to be the golden age of horror" article that Vogue put out. So I've not read any of the article. I wanted to give you guys an initial reaction on this, but not all of the article will be in this video. So this is the first paragraph. Remember when horror was good? It wasn't that long ago. Just last year, in fact, scary movies went on an absolute tear in 2017. We had blockbusters like Split and It, the altruistic chillers like Raw, It Comes at Night, Thelma, the Super Dark Times, and of course Get Out. Jordan Peele's masterpiece of social horror should have won an Oscar, and then when it didn't, maybe the air went out of the genre. Something happened. I'm not sure there's been a good scary movie since. So I already have problems with the first paragraph. I'm probably going to read some of the rest of it and just do my little cliff notes for you guys. But honestly, It Comes at Night was not a good movie. Really. It was not scary. So, and now we're like falling back on like Get Out as like the end all be all. And also It, which could have been terrible. Thankfully, it wasn't. It was amazing. But my issue with this is the second paragraph of the article that says, okay, there was Hereditary in June, there was A Quiet Place, which by the way was so much better than It Comes at Night. And then they start going into what else did you subject yourself to? Was it Winchester, The Nun, Slender Man? I watched all of those movies, and realistically, as a horror fan, when you watch the trailers, you can kind of see which is, for the most part, going to be good and which is not going to be good. And you can tell from the trailers that Slender Man is going to be trash. And I liked Winchester, but I'm biased because I went to the house. I thought The Nun was okay. Not the best, but not the worst. And they've also named, like, they've got 2 good movies at the top. Well, 3, actually, with Get Out. And then they have 2 good movies that came out in 2018. So I don't understand why they're beating up on 2018 horror when it's November. So probably chill out on this, Vogue. So the next thing they say is that they didn't get a decent shark movie this year. I loved The Meg. I thought it was really good, but it was a campy shark movie, which honestly, most horror shark movies are campy. So I'm not sure what they're going for with that. And then they're talking about Halloween. Your girl has not seen Halloween yet. So I cannot say anything about Halloween, but a lot of people really liked it, and I am pretty confident in their judgment that if it was good for them, it'll be good for me. And then they go and talk about Suspiria, the remake, which we all knew was not going to be good. So no like mind-blowing information there. So I can't really say anything about Suspiria because I've not seen that either, but This article said she was bored during Halloween, but not bored during Suspiria, which I'm not sure. I can't comment, actually. So then she goes on to the small screen television and talks about some series that are on Netflix. She talks about The Terror, which I loved. I loved The Terror. It's right up my alley. If you like historical horror with monsters and witchcraft and all that, that's so you. Just go watch it. It's really good. But she talks about The Apostle, and I watched that and I enjoyed that. But she said that it was a mess. I didn't agree with that. I thought it was good for a bloody gore fest Wicker Man vibe, and that's all that it was, and I didn't need anything more than that. Sometimes simple is okay. And then she goes to talk about Hill House, the Netflix series, which most of us horror fans, almost all of us, have been enjoying pretty hardcore. And she says that it gave her a thrill or two, but it was a bloated series, which I completely disagree with. And I don't know exactly what she feels is bloat in that series. If it's the character expansion and development, then she doesn't know what that is, because I thought it was quite good. I was never bored with that series, and I just don't understand why somebody would say that. It was 10 hours of television, but the pacing was slow. I guess she doesn't understand the concept of a slow burn. I really like that show. I don't think she knows what she's talking about. And then in her closing paragraph, she said that this is all the more disappointing because just living through 2018 has been a bit of a horror film. I mean, that's a bit melodramatic, and we have had good films and good shows for 2018, and the year that she states in this last paragraph is not over yet. I just, I don't know if this person that wrote this article for Vogue actually watches horror movies. I mean, she's writing like she sounds like she does, but also like she doesn't, because of some of the things that she put in this article about the bloat in The Haunting of Hill House, and how there were like basically no good horror movies in 2018. And honestly, like, she didn't even go into Hereditary, which was like obviously the fan favorite of 2018. For the majority of horror fans, not everyone was, into Hereditary. It wasn't their cup of tea. I totally get that. But this article is almost damning the 2018 year for horror movies, simply because we had some big ones come out the year before. I just don't think that's a fair assessment of this year, and I hope no one really puts credence into this article that this person wrote. But that's just my opinion. I wanted to talk about this. So let me know what you guys thought of this article. I will link the article down below so you guys can read it of your own accord. Thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe to my channel. Follow me on other social media. My links will be posted in the description box down below. Hit that notification bell so you guys know when I upload. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye. New phone, so